What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, bringing you the third and final game between No Tidehunter and Team Empire. Team Empire did take game number 1 with a pick of the Treant. No Tidehunter take game number 2 with some very, very early game aggression and shutting down the early game lineup of Team Empire. So, we're going to move on to game number 3, where Team Empire has already made their first 2 bans, respecting the crap out of Admiral Bulldog. Game number 1, his Nature Prophet was pretty good. Game number 2, his Nature Prophet was also pretty good. But I guess that's enough to warrant a ban. So we're going to ban out straight towards that. That will allow Chen to get through. Aki finally getting his hands on his signature hero, as well as an assassin. No Tide did run that on S4 in the first game. Got walled off pretty hard by Team Empire with just their true sight and getting some picks off. But it was pretty effective. And against Batrider, he should do okay. And Empire going to respond with the Batrider, Darkseer, as well as the Lifestealer. Batrider, of course, because he got through the pool, kind of similar to how No Tide picked up the Nyx Assassin. But Darkseer as well as the Lifestealer, these heroes don't really have that much synergy together. I guess you kind of get an eventual Blink Invest combo with the Lifestealer. But really, Team Empire are just going for really strong individual heroes. These heroes can all hold down their lanes very, very easily. Darkseer on the hard, Batrider in the mid, and Lifestealer will be up on that top lane most likely, unless Team Empire want to run an aggressive tri-lane, which can be possible. And No Tide, they finally have Aki's hero, the Chen, which Team Empire has respected banned for game number 1 as well as game number 2. So we're going to see if that works out for them. Chen could bring the heat very early on. Nyx Assassin, not really known for pushing, however, the ganking will be pretty effective, and Magnus is actually going to be the pick for No Tidehunter. Could be a hard lane Magnus, although we rarely see that anymore. Most likely it's going to be a Nyx Assassin being played as a support role, so S4 handling that Magnus probably, Nyx Assassin being handled by EGM. So that means No Tide still do need a hard lane hero as well as their primary carry. That has to be a primary carry that could fight Lifestealer toe to toe. Or No Tidehunter can just go for a more early game based build, Storm Spirit, Leshrac, that kind of thing, which is what Team Empire tried to do, which did not work out for them because they lost game number 2, which means that they clearly didn't work out for them. But No Tide, despite that, they're going to ban out the Leshrac, wants to get rid of all these support heroes from No Tidehunter. Now, with their bans so far, they've already banned out the Wisp as well as the Keeper of the Light. More standard bans, but just getting rid of the support pool, thinning it out as much as they can. Would not be surprised to see No Tidehunter's secondary and tertiary, I guess, bans be the Rubik as well as the Shadow Demon. Just get rid of those heroes, heroes that are really, really powerful with the Lifestealer. But the support pool, it's always really, really open. So Team Empire will be able to find their support heroes no matter what. It's just a matter of what No Tidehunter wants to play against and what they want to avoid. No Tidehunter, on the other hand, they're looking for their primary carry hero as well as an off lane. Wouldn't be surprised to see Team Empire ban out something like a Luna, maybe a Phantom Lancer, or perhaps target some of Admiral Bulldog's heroes. Get rid of a Clockwork. I don't know if Admiral Bulldog has played the clock. I think he has. I think I've seen him play the Clockwork before, so that could also be a good ban out for Team Empire. Although, just they have a wide array of things to choose from. Once again, there's nothing that they really need to ban out because right now, No Tide's heroes don't really have that much synergy with each other. They're not geared up for a huge pushing lineup or anything like that. They're mostly just strong individual heroes, kind of on both sides. So they're going to go for the Luna ban as their ban of choice. I guess what they would like to do is ban out a melee hero so they don't get that additional cleave damage from the Magnus. However, really, as of late, or really since Magnus has been popular, hasn't really been a huge deal with the Magnus. It's going to be Lena's secondary ban out, so more and more bans. If Shadow Demon or Rubik get through the pool, they're definitely going to get picked up. And yeah, so Team Empire with their final ban. Could be a Faceless Void or something like that. No Tidehunter have been known to run some pretty wonky carry heroes, because Loda does love to play those, and hell, I love Loda for picking those because I love watching those. And once again, we're going to see who gets the uncommon hero advantage, which is something I'm trying to make a thing now, I guess. Whoever has the most uncommonly seen hero has the another advantage going for them. It's definitely, there's no scientific proof behind this. It is mostly just guessing and stuff like that. But that's okay. That is perfectly okay. Ah, there you go, Faceless Void. No Tidehunter do still have a wide array of carry heroes, though. They could go for the PL And Rubric being banned out, which means Empire going to first pick that Shadow Fiend, the Shadow Demon. They go for a Shadow Fiend, that would be interesting. I don't think they would do that, but it would definitely be a sight to see. I guess there's no reason to pick up a Shadow Demon. Could possibly wall off the no Tidehunter's pick of a... okay, they could do that as well. Well, support Gyro maybe? Aki did run a support Gyro last game, but Gyro on the wrong team for Aki to run that hero. But Gyrocopter, very interesting, very high damage hero, definitely. And his call down as well as flat cannon could do pretty well to thin out Chen's push. Team Empire have some pretty good tools against Chen, especially if Lifestealer does go for that Hand of Midas. Hand of Midas 1, infest the other, and suddenly Chen is without an army. Shadow Demon is picked up, but not on the side that I really expected. No Tide still do need their primary carry. And Gyrocopter as well as Lifestealer, I mean, Phantom Lancer is going to be a risky pickup because of the Darkseer wall as well as the flat cannon, call down, all that good stuff. And Lifestealer is pretty much a god of 1v1. So no Tide have a lot, Team Empire have a lot of pretty much anti-carry on their team through the carries that they have picked.
10 seconds remaining.
And what no Tide can do is go something for like a Storm Spirit and try to bypass that problem completely. Say, hey, you're going to get the late game, we're okay with giving you that late game because we're just going to stomp you earlier on. Of course, that would be a little bit of an awkward situation for their lanes, which, it might work out. Maybe. Probably not. Probably not. I'm going to go with probably not. But yeah, guys, keep in mind, this is like the 5th or 6th game I've casted today, so if my voice is not really holding up, if I start saying things that don't make sense, please excuse that. I'm not really used to casting this long. I thought I would just, get a little bit of an endurance run, I guess, for when I actually do cast. So, yeah, that's what's going on right now. So you can tell right now I am completely out of things to say with this draft, that as far as things that haven't really been said already. Team Empire would still like another support hero. They're just thinking about which one. I guess Venomancer would be pretty good. Would be some pretty good anti... Oh, okay, Bane, of course. Of course it's Silence Bane. When does Silent ever not play Bane? And no Tide. They have 40 seconds to pick up a carry hero. I would like to see them run a Magnus carry. I don't think I've seen that ever. Like in a pro game. Like a Magnus really going hard on carry. Magnus usually better in the lanes, and then you want to get the Blink Dagger, and then already it's a 2100 gold investment that ordinarily carry heroes don't have to get. Then you have that huge big thing. But in power as well as reverse polarity, you could thrash people pretty hard. But no Tide, gonna call it right now, it's gonna be a sniper. Gonna be a sniper. I've seen Loda run that multiple occasions, and I cannot get enough of sniper. Or maybe a Ricky, again. Why not go for Ricky or sniper? Get a soft agility hero. That could be fun to see. Oh yes. Well, it's definitely not Ricky. Definitely not sniper. But it definitely is a soft agility hero. Why worry about man fighting a Lifestealer when you could just kill him in 2 hits with crits? Why worry about Gyrocopter clearing off all your quote-unquote illusions if you could just kill him in 2 hits? Now, but this is going to be a little bit negative for no Tide because Silent with his Enfeeble is going to absolutely cripple Loda. Combined with the fact that they do have the combination of Fiend's Grip as well as a Lasso, so Loda is not going to have the freest of times to just sit there and right-click. However, Loda's pickup with the Phantom Assassin is going to synergize extraordinarily well with the Magnus. If you put in power on the PA, there is going to be pain for days. Good friggin' luck surviving that. Huge crit, especially since Phantom Assassin's standard build is going for a Battle Fury. If he gets that on top of the cleave that he gets from the Magnus, oh my god, that is going to be so much pain. And I love No Tide, I love Empire and everything, but hell, I love to see things get destroyed. I don't care. I am an equal opportunity appreciator of destruction. That actually sounded pretty decently. It sounded a lot worse in my head what I was about to say, but it actually came out and sounded decent. So let's stop checking that and let's go into this HUD and let's go over who's going to play what. Scandal once again on that Darkseer. Go Black supporting as the Gyrocopter, heading towards the bot lane with Silence. Aggressive tri-lane with the Darkseer, very interesting. Vigos is on that Batrider and heading up towards the top. It's Blow Your Brain, soloing the top lane. I guess they expect no Tidehunter to completely abandon that top lane, as they are doing. Chen in the jungle is going to be played by Aki. S4 is going to be playing the mid lane, Nyx Assassin. Once again, Loda is going to be playing the weird carry hero of the PA. Admiral Bulldog on the Magnus. Not too sure what he wants to get done. He probably is going to head towards the top lane, where he's going to go toe-to-toe with that Lifestealer. And that, of course, leaves EGM on that Shadow Demon. Now, if it does come down to a try versus try situation, well, definitely this combo of Silent as well as Go Black is incredibly devastating. You Nightmare them, you get close, you open up your rockets, and then they die. Scandal, though, I mean, Darkseer is not the best hero to have in a tri lane. The Ion Shell does help, the Surge does help, but Darkseer is really a hero that needs a whole lot of levels. Ion Shell will add another layer of AoE damage on top of the Rocket Barrage, so I guess that's going to be kind of useful when going up against a melee hero. But we're going to see, because it looks like Silent and Go Black kind of want to abandon this lane, and Scandal is equipped to deal with a lot of harassment, so he's possibly going to go down to the jungle, although it could just be a quick smoke. Silent and Go Black instantly going to get revealed. They're going to find Aki. Here come the rockets. You better watch out, Aki, although Disruption immediately canceling off all of that. EGM with the plays. Aki's going to walk away with his life. Smoke being wasted from Empire to get absolutely nothing. Aki's still on the run. Do they have another Nightmare? They do in 2, 1, but Disruption will be up. That is not Disruption at all. Go Black and open up once again with Rocket Barrage. This time EGM taking a little bit of damage from that one, but Aki will get right-clicked down by Silent and drop first blood for Team Empire. Losing Aki and Disruption's cooldown a lot higher than the Nightmare as well as the Rocket Barrage. You can see just now cooling down with a cooldown of 25 seconds at level 1. The cooldown is pretty darn high on that spell. And oh, it's Go Black and Silent. They want more. Not enough mana on this Bane Elemental. He should have popped off that Clarity if he wanted to go for more aggression. Clearly shows that he does not. And Go Black just sitting in the camps, making sure that Aki does not have an easy creep to grab, but he does grab a Dark Troll Summoner, so he will be just fine. In the meantime, bot lane Scandal with the Ion Shells really punishing Loda for moving up towards that lane. He does have Stifling Daggers, is a pretty large benefit for the Phantom Assassin pick. Even if you get zoned out, you will have that long range, 50 damage of pure that you could use to last hit, or harass. Harass, probably not the best choice, but hey, just last hitting with 50 pure damage, what could possibly go wrong? Top lane is going to be Blow Your Brain on the Lifestealer versus the Magnus. So Magnus will have that nuking advantage. However, the Lifestealer could just open up his wounds and then rage and go to town on that Magnus. So either way, I expect no aggression to happen there, at least unless Blow Your Brain pushes all the way down to the tower, in which case there could be blood if Magnus gets a skewer down. Oh, Aki in a little bit of trouble once again. Silent does have a Nightmare. However, this time there's a Troll Warlord, Troll Summoner to really just take those hits. Rocket gonna get set up, and Go Black gonna get right-clicked back by the Troll. Rocket gonna fly into EGM. Gonna take that like a man, not gonna care that much. Plink, a little bit of damage here and there, but really no big deal. And Aki's gonna move in with the Dark Troll Summoner. Scandal is gonna see this one coming, gonna fall back immediately. And now this tri-lane from No Tidehunter starting to come together with this Chen finally leaving the jungle. Chen would like to get to level 5 right now, however, pretty desperately needed in this bottom lane, where Scandal is just spamming his Ion Shells. Will not have another one for quite a while, however. His Soul Ring is not quite up yet, and Loda will be able to survive this harassment a little bit. Will be able to last hit this creep. No, not going to do it just yet, but he will be able to survive. EGM is there as well to bail him out. Mid lane, oh, it's going to be huge trouble for S4. 8 stacks of that Napalm. Only level 1 Napalm, but Vigos wants blood right now. Spike Carapace is available, but look at the damage onto S4. 10 stacks now. He is not moving anywhere. One right click does so much damage, and S4 is going to die. Secondary kill going for Team Empire in the mid lane. Vigos getting it solo. That's the problem with running the Nyx Assassin versus the Batrider. You will be able to burn his mana, but in the end, if the Batrider does find himself with enough mana, and just as the Batrider did, found himself with just enough mana to go aggressive, he went aggressive, and S4 took way too many stacks of Tar, of Sticky Napalm. Normally when you take 4 stacks, then it's when you back off and you say, okay, I'm just going to sit back for a little bit, wait for this time to run out, and then wait for this all to clear out so I don't die. But he took 8. He was sitting there. He was completely covered. I was surprised he could move at all. Look at that right-click damage. Vigos could go for another kill. S4 can pop off the Spike Carapace, take huge amounts of damage from the double damage, but he will survive in the end. Not enough mana for Batrider to pop off another Firefly. Going to continue bottling up. 6 stacks, though. S4 in a lot of trouble. There's the Impale as well as the mana burn. Vigos Gotta watch out because the bottle is still up on Nick's assassin. Wants to keep these 7 stacks alive. He will not do so, however. So S4 playing a little more cautiously this time, will not reach the regeneration rune, and oh god, this is going to be hell for S4. It already is hell for S4, but now Batrider will have full mana, will have full health, and that will mean that S4 has got to be in a lot of care. Top lane Admiral Bulldog as well as Blurbrain still fighting evenly, so no big deal there. And bottom lane keeping an eye on that on the minimap as well. But I feel like that if I'm going to miss anything, it's going to happen on this bot lane, where S4 is pretty much out of mana, does have a couple stick charges as well as 2 bottle charges. But he's got to watch out because 5 stacks of tar, level 3 on that, huge amounts of extra damage from every right click, from every single thing that the Batrider does. However, Batrider's got to be careful because we see Aki as well as EGM coming in with a very weak troll summoner, but it probably won't actually be enough to kill off this Batrider unless he gets caught a little bit out of position. EGM, he wants in, but he's only level 2 on that Shadow Demon. They're waiting for Vigas to get aggressive, and there it is, getting way too aggressive. Curse onto him. The net is going to follow through after the Impale, and this should be enough to kill off the Batrider. It will. EGM with a Shadow Demon does take off the Batrider, who went into pretty much a perfect opportunity, a perfect spot for No Time to just swoop in and take that kill. Meantime, bottom lane, Empire realized that the support from Loda is gone. He's going to get his brain sapped, and he will die in the jungle alone. Probably try to blink his way out. No, wait, no. Right into Go Black's rocket cannons. Not where you want to go. Gyrocopter has technology, and Phantom Assassin now is going to taste gunpowder for the next 2 weeks. At least for the next 10 seconds, I guess. Maybe not 2 weeks. But Vigas getting ganked up in exchange for Loda. Good recognition from Empire, realizing that, hey, they smoked up. They're gone. That means Loda is completely defenseless. And Phantom Assassin does have a poor man's shield, but it's not going to help you versus the Rocket Barrage. Nothing really could help you versus that this early on in the game. EGM trying to get a couple more pulls or stacks or something. Will this stack work? It will not work. A little bit too early on that one. The Ion Shell is now going to continue to flow. Soul Ring has been procured by the Darkseer, which means Loda is going to be forced to last hit with the Stifling Dagger. It's not that hard to do. Very, very cheap spell. Very, very high damaging spell versus creeps. But still, just keeping him off that lane. Scandal's doing his job, and Silent as well as Go Black doing their job as well, just zoning out the enemy supports, making sure that they're not too involved in these fights either. I like this from Aki. You can see using 1 Skeleton Warrior, which by the way, Skeleton Warriors look like crap. They look like Lego pieces. Have you ever noticed that? They just look like Lego skeletons. They really need new textures. Pretty much all the neutral creeps look like crap, actually. Now that I think about it. Can I click on that one? What's with this guy's beard? I mean, come on. He looks really, really weird. But enough of that. That is just the exhaustion of casting talking. Blurbrain has gone for Hand of Midas relatively quickly as well. 6 minutes something on that. Admiral Bulldog does have his arcane boots, 35 versus 41 CS. So his top lane is remaining relatively even. Both of those heroes leading as far as the Goldberman is concerned. Blurbrain should win any right-click trades, although Magnus does have reverse polarity. Oh, here we go. Haste, no, Surge onto Batrider, looking for EGM. Gonna find him as well. Net is gonna bring him straight back into his team. Instantly canceled off, however, disruption on himself. Nightmare onto Nick's assassin before he get anything out. Goldblack's gonna take a nuke, and there's a huge reverse polarity onto Vigas as well as Scandal. Loda's gonna come right in, but really, what damage can he do? S4 is still on the run. He's gonna get burned down by the Firefly. Loda is also trying to retreat. Tar is going to reveal him, and there's no escape for you, Loda. Trying to blink out of there to Admiral Bulldog, not going to happen. It's too high cooldown. He's going to drop. Aki's going to come right in, but in the end, Admiral Bulldog is going to get dropped down, trying to kill off Scandal. Not going to happen. The Stomp a little bit out of range. Silent walking away with the triple kill. EGM looking for a disruption, but boots on the Bane, no boots on the Shadow Demon. Not going to happen. In the end, Empire taking an amazing trade. The RP comes in, no Tidehunter, bring in the reinforcements, whereas Blurbrain still farming on that top lane. And Empire just with the damage as well as the Firefly damage all over the place, as well as the fact that the Batrider is very, very tanky, just plowing their way through. The high burst damage from the Gyrocopter really doing well on top of that, and Bane, don't even get me started on pure damage on Bane. There's a lot of burst damage coming from Team Empire, and a lot of consistent damage as well, whereas Loda, he got an RP and Loda walked forward, but what could he do? He has 1 point in Phantom Strike, could not use that to escape with its high cooldown. Through a Stifling Dagger, yes, with 200 damage is pretty good, even though it only deals half damage to heroes. Really, what could a Phantom Assassin do? He needs a lot more space, and going for Tranquil Boots is definitely not the best way to get the damage at all. He needs more damage. And that damage simply is not going to come for a very long time. So Empire, they are leaving Blurry Brain on that top lane, who will be able to man fight the Phantom Assassin later on, at least considering the Phantom Assassin's lack of farm. Now we see No Tide looking to even things up a little bit, coming up to the top lane. EGM as well as Aki. No, they're leaving the Lifestealer up there to farm. You do not want to leave Blurry Brain up here to farm. He's now going to pack around an Orb of Venom, going to get that additional slow. Such a cheap item, why the hell not? Nairo Bulldog has returned up to the top lane, going down to burn his RP as well as die. Loda getting way too close to the Batrider. What are you thinking, Loda? What happened? He went right up. I saw them right. What? Oh, it's easiest kills. Easy kills. And Vigos gonna fly right over the trees, going to spot out Aki. No, it's not. But he might go for him anyway. Flame Break to push him back. Aki's in a pretty good position right now. There's the Torrent to the Centaurs. They're going to just Ion Shell them down, Flame Break him out. Centaurs should die, at least one should. But Aki, because he doesn't have control of his own jungle, losing one Centaur is pretty darn huge. Fiend's Grip now up on the Bane Elemental. And things not looking too great for no Tidehunter. Huge advantage for Empire because of the tower that they have taken down, still holding onto all theirs. Combined with that fact, they have the Lifestealer who's completely free farming on the top side. S4 going to get hit by a Nightmare. Go Black going to move in for that Rocket Barrage, hitting perfectly on S4. They do have the Batrider here as well. All are healed. Hand to God, going to fly out, and here comes Nairo Bulldog going to get RP onto the Courier as well as Vigos. He will just barely survive at 50 HP. Disruption onto the Gyrocopter, Firefly everywhere. However, Go Black can get Shockwave down. It's going to be 1-for-1 trade at the end. Here comes Loda. Going to get a slow onto Vigos, and the Demonic Purge will kill him off. Blurry Brain has now arrived. Gonna pop with the Rage, not quite yet. Max out the Feast. Loda taking some pretty heavy damage. Brain Slap into Loda. Everyone from the high ground, no Tidehunter trying to support Loda. They will give him an access out. 5 HP, 3 HP. I don't know if Orb of Venom kills, but it doesn't matter. Here comes Scandal, however, getting a 3-man vacuum. Secure is going to push vacuum Scandal back, but it's not going to be enough open wounds onto Aki. 1 hit, 2 hit. No, it's going to be a disruption, and the Ursa is in the way as well. S4 going to get an impale onto Scandal, who's been chasing down EGM as well as Sound. Sound's going to burn down. Loda still in this fight with that Phantom Strike, and now Scandal on the run. Call down, going to wall him off, and actually miss onto EGM as well as S4. Loda still around. Blurry Brain still around. It looks like that's going to be it in the end. Oh, Impale once more. I'm going to miss, but here comes Vigos once again. Has revived, wants in on this fight. Flame Break as well as Lasso is available, but not going to happen this time. And I got a email. I got a comment. I got a comment from my friend on one of my videos. Thanks, guys. Okay, so, yeah, in the end of that, I have no idea who actually came ahead. I think the best way to look at that is look at who has the most kills. Silence has picked up a whole bunch. Loda has got a couple from that as well. Really not a huge kill spread. Blurry Brain coming in at the last moment, trying to go for Loda for much of that, but maxing out the Feast, I don't know, usually you want the Rage for the bonus attack speed, as well as the increased magic resistance, immunity rather. Blurry Brain very, very quick with that Rage. They knew S4 was there. There was the entire bait. S4 gonna get a 2-man impale, however his wounds are open. He's sitting in the Firefly, he's gonna burn down. Skewer forward from Nairo Bulldog, no RP just yet. Call down gonna hit very hard into Aki as well as Bulldog. In the meantime, Bane Elemental, with the help of Scandal, killing Loda once again on this bot lane. Gonna go for a Vlad's Offering? Or Aquila Mask, maybe? Oh, Go Black gonna take a Curse as well as the Demonic Purge. Goodbye, Gyrocopter. He's gonna crash and burn. This game, pretty much like the entire series, huge amounts of aggression, huge amounts of messy fights, and I love it. This is amazing Dota right here. Disruption onto the hasted Bane. Not sure if this is going to fly. There's a vacuum back, pulling everything back, especially the Centaurs. Everything getting clustered as well. No chase going to happen. Nairo Bulldog going to spear himself forward. Wants Scandal. Not going to find him. You cannot chase down a hasted, or I guess surged up Darkseer. Simply not going to happen. However, Surge not up anymore. And S4, he smells blood. Not enough blood. Mech is up on the Darkseer. You really don't have enough damage to do this, S4, especially since he's going to surge himself out. Armlet has been picked up from the Lifestealer, so he's going to be hitting extremely hard, even harder than he is right now. And Empire still have a kill advantage. Despite the fact that the RP is happening, I don't think Empire killed, No Tide killed off Empire's Courier in that last fight, which would have been a pretty big pickup, very easy pickup as well. More concerned with the heroes, which is kind of understandable. But Empire just using their ultimates to great effect, and well, they're gonna get a slow and steady advantage in this fight. Despite the fact that S4 is, you know, he's remaining in these fights throwing out a lot of impales, but in the end he is dying.
Radiant's top tower
Vigas
is under
kind of
attack.
playing the same way, but he's not dying as much. He's going to try to go for a tier 1 tower in the top lane. Rotation will solve that problem. Looks like this game is going to calm down just a little bit. Silent has his arcane boots, has his level 8 as well. He's going to accompany Blurred Brain, just farm up a little bit more. Hand of Midas is up on this Lifestealer. Not going to use it on the Centaur, actually. We're going to use it on Blurred Brain. Really want to know. Vigas, 1,000 gold away from his Blink Dagger. Rather slow Blink Dagger considering, but, you know, with all the action, all the deaths and everything, it's kind of understandable. And Loda just wants to get a little bit of farm. His crits will hit for like 200 something, but he really needs more levels. He needs more farm. He really was not allowed to get that. All the way down here on the gold per minute chart isn't really where Loda is used to being. Yeah, 230. That's good work me doing the mental math. But yeah, Phantom Assassin, usually you want to get phase boots or power treads, not tranquil boots for that survivability, which it did help him in that last fight. He was able to Phantom Strike in once more and actually get a kill assist. And he's going to go for Scandal Stun from the Centaur. Will allow for Loda to clean him up. Was the net used? Yes, it was. Scandal getting a little bit too out of position. Empire going to lose their hero once again. And Empire do have the kill advantage, do have 1 tower advantage as well, so the gold is still their way and they're getting more farm. But no Tide, they could still take this fight if they have a good RP. Admiral Bulldog should have a Blink Dagger flying out to him. Yes, he does. So the RP is going to be a surprise now. Don't think Empire know about it. However, they are converging upon Admiral Bulldog's position. 4 are available, and Vigas is going to open up straight away. Bulldog going to get a missile targeted towards him, blink straight away, and Aki is going to be the target of focus. Run, Chen, run! Oh, he can't run anymore. Brain Sap, net onto Silent, not going to help. Hand of God, and the creeps need to get in there for a stomp. There's a Skewer forward. Reverse Polarity not used because Silent's Fiend's Grip. S4 is going to come right in, try to go for the Gyrocopter, will kill him off, but he's going to trade his life most likely. Loda is going to take some pretty heavy damage. There's a vacuum as well as the wall. Loda is very weak, as is S4. EGM's Nightmare, no time to be sleeping. Blurred Brain needs to investigate himself a triple kill, ultra kill on him after the Nyx Assassin. And the Centaurs as well as the Trolls going to just chain off that Nightmare so that EGM can try to escape. Will be able to most likely, especially with the teleport out. Nightmare will happen. Oh, EGM, don't like your chances. It's going to be a Rampage. Give him a Rampage. Rampage. Rampage onto Blow Your Brain, and Empire take a beautiful fight. Picking off the Chen to start off with. Then Magnus skewering into everything. Instantly, that Fiend's Grip was on that Magnus mid-skewer. No reverse polarity. Would have been devastating. Led to absolutely nothing. And I would have screamed a lot louder, but it's getting pretty late, and my throat really cannot handle that right now. So you guys would just have to take hushed excitement as opposed to excitement, which if you don't like that, well then it's tough luck because you're not going to get anything else, at least until tomorrow. Give my voice a little bit of time to rest. Blink Dagger now is up on Vigas after getting a whole bunch of kills and assists in that last fight, actually mostly assists. Admiral Bulldog still needs to get that RP off. If he gets that, then that will allow for the Phantom Assassin, who is going to look towards a Battle Fury, incredibly late Battle Fury. I guess he figures the lateness of the item is offset by the fact that it has huge synergy with that reverse polarity. And Loda's going to need a lot more time to farm. However, looks like Empire not going to give that to him. Haste runes, where are you finding these haste runes, Vigas? What the hell? Why don't I find haste runes all the freaking time? Blink forward, gonna find a melee creep. That melee creep is as good as dead. However, the Firefly as well as the Ion Shell. Loda gonna try for the jukes. Vacuuming back, no jukes allowed. Loda, even though Vigas missed the lasso, it doesn't matter because Loda is still incredibly soft as a hero. Skewering back, go black. They will be able to pick off this Gyrocopter. We will pop to the Demonic Purge most likely. Goodbye, Crash and Burn once again. Shadow Demon finding a pick off in the mid lane, but no Tide. The real problem for them is that their Phantom Assassin, their primary carry, is getting absolutely nothing this game. She has a Claymore, and that's it. Whereas Lifestealer has an MKB and an Armlet, and that's it. I say then that's it. That's sarcasm in case you couldn't tell that. So yeah, this Lifestealer is hitting like a freaking truck. RP being used onto Scandal as well as Vigos, but the Fiend's Grip saving Vigos, going to push him back further. Scandal is right there to punch down this Nick Assassin. He will make it out alive. Blurry Brain going to open up his wounds and will seal the deal for that kill. He's going to chase down someone else. Midas trying to get in the way. No, the Troll trap. Oh, that's not how it works. But Aki slowed down with that Orb of Venom with the Nightmare. And Lifestealer will claim yet another victim. This Lifestealer Blurry Brain is simply way too big. No Tidehunter let the Lifestealer farm up freely on the top lane. Has not had a single time Armlet as well as MKB. So this dodge chance from Blur won't even help the Phantom Assassin. Not one little bit. Blurry Brain is just an absolute terror right now. Even though his other teammates don't really have that much damage, they have the initiation. They're all just right now enabling the Lifestealer to get in and do the damage. And Empire have yet to lose a tower. They have shut down the Phantom Assassin pretty much completely, and it is looking very, very good for them this fight. They're going to go straight for the Roshan. They don't have lifesteal on that Lifestealer, aside from the fact that there is open wounds lifesteal, which a lot of people forget about, actually. It's pretty darn good, especially if you could open wound someone and then hit him with the Laguna Blade. That stuff is really cool, because it's like a potion, so you just chug it down. Roshan is going to drop. Scandal to tank up, does have a mech charge, and with the damage that Lifestealer has, he'll be able to bust through this Roshan very easily. Look at the healing. Small amounts of it, but it is there if you can see it. Small jumps of Lifestealer for the Batrider. And Blurry Brain now tanking up, but the mech charge will keep him alive. This Roshan is going to drop. No contestation from no Tidehunter. They really are just prioritizing their farm. Loda on this top lane will get a little bit of farm, but really he doesn't have any items coming anytime soon. 416 is the crit value, which is pretty darn high considering the amount of health on some of the Empire's heroes. But really, Empire's heroes, they're rather tanky for this stage of the game for supports because they have so many assists. 11, 719 onto Silent. Holy crap, he's going to go for a Sanj. And you know what that means? That means Heaven's Halberd, and that means that Admiral Bulldog's going to miss his skewer completely. Probably would have been the death of Silent, but intimidation tactics, mind games. They can still go for this if they want to. Skewer's back in another 20 seconds. Or they can just dive it. Screw it. Go for him. But a Self Nightmare will make things very difficult for Silent. Oh, there's Link forward from Loda. Nightmare onto Loda as well. Impale though. Silent's probably going to die. Curse on him. Teleportation number 1 coming through. It's going to be Blurry Brain. And Silent should pop to the Demonic Purge. There is the slowdown onto Blurry Brain. Actually, the Feeble onto Blurry Brain. Not going to do anything though. The Vest as well as the Vacuum going to pop the Bane Elemental immediately. Actually, no, it's going to be the Nick Assassin as well as Loda in the back end. Stuck in a corner. Going to get killed by the Tower of all things. And Blurry Brain just still is so incredibly dangerous. They need to kill off this Lifestealer for so much bounty, but they can't. They cannot do it because they need to land a Reverse Polarity on him, but that simply is not being allowed by the Bane Elemental, by the Batrider. And Magnus is just not finding these openings. Now Empire taking a 1-for-2 trade, losing their Bane Elemental. Not a big deal because, I mean, he's a high level, but he is in the end a support hero. He does have a Sanj as well, and once the Heaven's Halberd comes up, that's going to cripple the Phantom Assassin even more. Phantom Strike in, I have so much bonus attack speed, but I can't attack because I don't have a BKB, and I'm never going to get a BKB. Someone has jumped in there. It's going to be EGM, going to burn to death. RP onto 3, but what is that going to do? Going to bring them back for a huge Impale as well. Where's the call down? There it is. Using pretty heavy damage. Vigos is going to walk right on out of there. Blurry Brain's still very much alive. Scandal as well. Aki's going to pop with the Hand of God. Loda's going to pick off one, but in the end, Blurry Brain is still in the enemy base. Going to do huge hits to this Chen. Look at this BS. Ultra kill onto Blurry Brain. Loda trying for the jukes, but it's going to be a rampage for Blurry Brain. Oh, double rampage. Do it. Where are you going, Blurry Brain? You have an Aegis. Where are you going? Get back here. You coward. You coward. Get back in there. Get a double rampage. Get a triple rampage. That's not going to happen, but Empire getting a free farming Lifestealer. No Tidehunter. Getting no farm with this Phantom Assassin at all. They're going to drop out of this series. It's going to be 2-1 in favor of Empire. They're going to take it over Team No Tidehunter. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been quite the experience in casting so many games at once. I don't know if you can tell, my voice is certainly feeling the effects of it, so I'm just going to speed through this despite the fact that Admiral Bulldog as well as S4 are fighting as hard as they can. Really, there's nothing they can do against the Lifestealer who is this stacked. You cannot kill this person. He is well, okay, maybe he's a little bit killable. No, he's not going to die. 0 deaths on the Lifestealer. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this series, like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't, then let me know. Constructive criticism is always, always appreciated. Other than that, gonna keep on moving forward, probably tomorrow. GG, guys.